Emirates flew my two sons and I to Brisbane recently. Kieran is 6 and Ruin is 4, and after the very pleasant flight, we hired a car and drove an hour south to the Gold Coast. We stayed in an area called Surfers Paradise, and honestly, the beaches were amazing. Australia, you are so lucky to have miles and miles of wonderful sandy beaches. We visited in July, which is actually their winter months, and although the wind was quite chilly, it was still warm enough for a full day playing in the sand and in the sea. This is personally my favourite day of the whole holiday. Boys will be boys, and for my two, one of the highlights of the entire trip for them was a visit to the arcade. Flashing lights, pinball machines and shooting guns, that's what they really want. Gold Coast has several famous theme parks, and we headed to Movie World first. The boys were excited to see Joker and Batman in the flesh, and they enjoyed the rides, although we didn't go on the big roller coasters because they're too young and I'm too much of a scaredy cat. SeaWorld has a huge array of marine creatures, and they're famous for their dolphin shows. I don't usually like to see dolphins kept in captivity, but I believe that SeaWorld truly does a good job of creating a good life for them, and the presenters are constantly talking about how we can all play our part to save the marine environment. They have an enormous aquarium filled with turtles and manta rays and sharks, and the boys and I were both wondering, wouldn't the sharks just eat everybody? By the end of our action-packed holiday, everyone was tired and happy to get back on the Emirates flight. They give you 20 megabytes of free Wi-Fi, which is perfect for keeping in touch with family and loading up on WhatsApps in the middle of your flight. The kids slept almost the whole flight home after a trip we will never forget. Thanks, Emirates.
Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place.